I'll be honest, man, I wasn't expecting this out of the Galaxy Buds Pro, but I'm not sure. What up, y'all? Today's video, I want to focus on giving you guys my honest review of the Galaxy Buds Pro. Now that I've actually had some time to really be able to use these in a lot of different situations and to be able to tell you guys if I think they are worth you guys going after, even after this honeymoon phase, as well as the hype has pretty much gone down. So I'm going to be breaking this video down into a couple different parts that I want to actually discuss. First thing, let's go ahead and jump right into it, and that's not having you guys wait for it, and that is, how is the sound quality? Well, let me answer that, guys, in two different parts. I want to talk about it from inside listening perspective versus outside listening perspective. So let's go ahead and start with the inside, since that's pretty much where we at right now. Now, most of the day I'll sit literally on the computer that's right here behind me, and I'll either just be working on something like my next video, or just getting stuff in order for my business. And I'll even listen to music with my Galaxy Buds Pro that I have right here in my hands, because mainly, like, my wife, she may be filming for her channel, or she may be on a Zoom call for something else. So this is the main situation where I'm pretty much using my Galaxy Buds Pro indoors. Now, they also help me like zone out, so that way I can focus on like whatever task that I'm actually trying to get done. But audio quality, guys, when it comes to these indoors, I have to say, are really good. Now, the more that I've actually been listening to them over the time, I've actually appreciated the sound quality that's coming out of these. And if you guys are wondering, I actually like to keep my EQ setting that I use within the application here on dynamic mode, as I think it offers the best sound quality setting that you guys can get out of a pair of Galaxy Buds Pro, or even just any Galaxy Buds for that matter, and it is the setting that I personally recommend. But to me, the sound quality is just simple and it's clean, which is good. And that's not like a diss or shot to it, and let me just tell you what I mean by that, because I feel like there's a lot of manufacturers that are out there, and I feel like they try to do a little bit too much when it comes to the audio quality, and then sometimes the sound just ends up sounding too processed, and it just messes up the entire experience for me. Also, listening to audio books or podcasts with these also sounds really good as well, because I feel like I have my favorite podcast shows that I like listening to, or just shows or whatever, and they sound really good on the Galaxy Buds Pro. And yeah, I don't think you'll be disappointed at all with that. All right, let's go ahead and talk about outside. Now, this to me is where I really feel like you get to experience the active noise cancellation when it comes to these earbuds right here, because there are a lot of more ambient noises out there than there are obviously indoors. And I'll be honest with you guys, man, I really wasn't expecting this out of the Galaxy Buds Pro, especially with my experience with the Galaxy Buds Live in that department. But I'm not sure that they would actually be able to top these, because I feel like the ANC on these, they may not be as prominent like the AirPods Pro or anything like that, but how they actually handle noise cancellation with the adjustment of it with certain situations with these are actually really good. And I think that Samsung did a really good job with that when it comes to these in that regard. Also, this helps with making the sound quality sound just as good or even better than when you guys are actually indoors, because you can really see these actually come to life. So no matter what you guys are listening to, whether it's hip hop, whether it's country music or a podcast, or even audio books for that matter, then you will 100% be happy with the sound quality that actually comes out of these when you guys are either indoors or whether you guys are outdoors. Now, we've talked about sound quality on these and how good they are, but none of that matters if these don't fit comfortably. So the next thing I want to talk about is comfortability. Are these comfortable for longer periods of use? Now, there's a couple things that I actually got to speak on in regards to that. The first thing is, are they comfortable? Let's go ahead and answer that question for you guys so you don't have to wait for it. Yes, they are comfortable for an extended use. Now, I've worn these in spurts for like 4 hours straight at a time, and I didn't experience any discomfort. And for the most part, people will really only wear earbuds for about 1 to 2 hours at a time. So to be honest, 4 hours is low-key kind of overkill, but all in all, you guys can do it. But if I'm being honest with you all, the Buds Pro to me did require more continuous adjusting than the Buds Live, or even the Buds Plus for that matter. Multiple times during that 4-hour window that I just talked about, I found myself having to adjust these a lot more than something like the Buds Plus or even the Buds Live. Now, although I do like the new design route that they actually went with the Buds Pro, but it would have been nice if they would have actually included or continued to integrate the wingtips that they actually gave us on the Buds Plus to be able to put those on the Buds Pro. And I think that would have really fixed this problem of me needing to adjust these more often than something like the Galaxy Buds Plus. Now, I do understand nobody's ears are the same. Now, I'm not sure of anybody else out there, you know, who has the Buds Pro. If you guys are experiencing this, let me know if I'm tripping or whatever. Let me know down in the comment section below, because I want to know if you guys are experiencing this too. But for what it's worth, it's not the end of the world where I wouldn't still buy these because of that. but it is something that I felt like you needed to know. Next up, let's talk about the features as well as the app experience that you guys will get on a Galaxy device or even just a Android device. Now, if you guys are current Galaxy Buds users, then even though they redesigned it a little bit, it will still feel like a familiar experience from what you guys are already used to. But let's go ahead and say that you're somebody out there and you've never experienced the Galaxy Buds at all. Then I still believe that adjusting to it won't necessarily be a hard learning curve at all. Now, with it having ANC on these, they have actually made it really simple to be able to use, and they've made some really good improvements on it. Now, on the top of the application, they have the control for it, which is something that I personally like because I wouldn't want to have to dig down into different menu options to be able to actually control it, or even ambient mode for that matter. Now, I feel like within the actual application in itself, everything you guys need is right at your fingertips, and it is well labeled too. So that way it'll be really easy for you guys to know where everything is, so that way you will be able to control it. Now, one thing I know you all have been asking me about, and that is, can you use one earbud at a time? The answer is yes, but there's a caveat to this. Now, when you guys remove one earbud out of your ear, you still will hear your music playing with no interruptions at all, right? But you will not be able to use the ANC mode, and it will automatically default to the off position as soon as you pull that one out of your ear within the application. But you still will have the option to still be able to switch it over to ambient mode with just one earbud within your ear. Now, another thing to note is that, let's say you have volume up set on your left earbud and you got volume down on your right earbud. So let's say, for example, you take the right one out of your ear, but you still have the left one put in your ear. Now, what will happen is you still will have the ability to be able to adjust the volume as if you still have both of them in your ear. But whatever you guys have set for the one that you have still in your ear, it's still going to allow you to use that feature that is set within the application. So for example, let's say I have volume up on my left earbud and volume down on my right. If I take my left one out of my ear, my right one, I still will be able to control the volume going down. And I feel like that is a really dope experience with the Galaxy Buds Pro within the application, and that makes it solid for me. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about gaming for a quick second and latency. Now, I won't spend necessarily too much time on this because I did do an entire dedicated video to this, and you guys can watch that literally right after this video. In short, latency with the Galaxy Buds Pro in regards to gaming is fine, but there are some games out there that I will have to say you guys will notice that gaming latency is still an issue with, even with the gaming mode turned on. But check that out in that video. I will have all of that down in the description section below for you guys to check out right after this video. Now, the next thing I want to discuss, and that is wear and tear, as well as how have these actually held up over time with me having these for now up to a month. Now, luckily I haven't dropped these like I did on my other ones that I showed you guys on here on the channel, but these are holding up actually really good in regards to just normal, putting them on the desk, sliding them in and out of my pocket, or continuously opening and closing the case, taking the earbuds in and out and different things like that. Haven't had any issues with them, and they really are acting like they were when I got them day one. Also, just to test, I dipped these in a glass of water just to test out the IPX7 rating. And yeah, it works just fine even afterwards with no issues. And even to this day, I still have no issues with that. So I feel, you know, I feel comfortable saying that you can easily wear these in the rain. You can easily work out in these, or even if you want, you can probably take a shower in these as well. Although I still think it's weird that if people want to take showers with earbuds in, but hey, who am I to judge? Do you? That's your life. Hey, I'm not in it. I'm just more of just use a smartphone speaker, or, you know, just like a Bluetooth speaker or something like that. But hey, do you? So in regards to that, man, durability and all of that is solid so far. But I tend to take really good care of my tech products, and I do want to preference that. So I didn't expect any issues here. Now I have to talk about the battery life. The battery life on these, to me, are actually really good with having ANC turned on. With my listening test, a single battery charge, I'm seeing anywhere around like 5 to 6 hours of battery life with how I personally tend to use my earbuds with my listening patterns. And this is with like the volume generally around like 85, 80, that's about 80, 85%. So I think with ANC turned on, 5 to 6 hours is actually pretty good. But I will be doing a long-term follow-up with these just to let you guys know how is the battery life performing over time. Is the battery life in the case getting weaker, or is the battery life in the buds actually getting weaker as well? So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel so when that video drops, you won't miss it. But if it's anything like the Buds Plus, then I feel like it's going to hold up great over time, as Samsung has a great reputation with the Galaxy Buds battery. All right, so let's answer the question you guys have been wondering. Should you guys buy the Galaxy Buds Pro? I don't think it's just a clear-cut answer of yes and no, but it is yes and no. Although they are good, are they worth you guys upgrading from the Galaxy Buds Plus, or should you guys keep the Galaxy Buds Live? I will start off by saying this. If you have the OG Galaxy Buds, let's start there, then absolutely you need to upgrade, because you will notice a huge difference in audio as well as the call quality. But to me, if you have the Buds Plus, I'll be honest with you guys, if you guys don't care about ANC, then I'm not necessarily sure you will be gaining much where you will feel like you actually have something new, other than like the look of the case as well as the look and design of the actual buds themselves. But to me, although the sound quality is good and is definitely an improvement for sure in the bass department, I feel I'm not sure if it's necessary to upgrade. But is there a difference in audio quality? Yes. But just not huge enough for me to tell you guys that, hey, run out, spend your money, and upgrade. And honestly, like I told you, I actually like the fit of the Galaxy Buds Plus over the Buds Pro, but that's just me. Now, if you have the Buds Live, then although I like those for like design-wise, I feel like in the audio department, to me, it's just okay in comparison to something like the Buds Pro, which to me is more superior in the ANC as well as the overall sound department. And that could be because of its open ear design. Now, I'm not saying that the Buds Live sound bad. I just would prefer the Buds Pro over them, despite me actually liking the Buds Live design a little bit more than I like the Buds Pro, and just pretty much everything you kind of get out of them. And just to note, the ANC on the Buds Live are still not it. Now that you've gotten all the information that you need to make the right decision, let's go ahead and talk about a full comparison between the Galaxy Buds Plus versus the Buds Live and versus the Buds Pro that I have right here in my hand. So that way you guys don't make the exact same mistake that I made, and that video starts right now. Don't make this mistake if you're thinking about which Galaxy Buds to pick up. This is the one that you guys should buy hands down, and that is